Hi, I'm Ty Ragan. I'm a new instructor at ABC this year. I'm an alumni from 2004's PACE program in Leadership and Ministry. I've been teaching locally and nationally, internationally for quite a while on different topics in human services, social sciences, and addiction studies. My background as well, running concurrently with that, is work in church ministries for those experiencing dementia, for seniors, young adults, youth, and pulpit supply, as well as working in the actual outreach fields, from everything from disruption of child sex trafficking in the late 90s into shelter support workers through two of the largest serving agencies in Canada, as well as working on Housing First and Community First housing that ran the gambit from harm reduction to abstinence-based programming for our residents to succeed, thrive, and reconnect and belong in our communities. I'll be teaching P3555, Introduction to Addictions, and that course really is about wrestling with what is addictions in the 21st century and what this means for us in the gospel life. How do we connect? How do we understand the use of the biopsychosocial models? How do we fill some gaps in services that may exist within our local contexts? And how do we take care of ourselves and those also affected and through this process? Because you have to keep in mind, at this moment in time in history, we're looking at 4 to 6 Albertans dying each day from opioid poisonings. And that is just the epidemic that's currently on the radar. Other illicit substances like meth are back on the rise. And then that doesn't even touch on the societally acceptable substance uses such as alcohol and marijuana, or the societally acceptable behavior addictions such as work and gambling, which can also have underlying causes and loss of life that is not tracked because we don't know until the actual end time. So this course is hopefully to help equip you in your local context on how to respond. In basically the verse that I've shaped my whole ministry on in life is, how do we love God with our everything and love our neighbor as ourselves? How would you want one to engage with you in love in this time? I do hope students will take some tangible tools into their own work, whether their ministry is in the marketplace, in a job setting, in a church, in a nonprofit, or in academia. There are some tangible tools for learning how to relate, learning some evidence-based things around the biopsychosocial model, some resourcing, treatment resourcing and treatment options, as well as some self-care tools I'll be teaching from a spiritual direction and coaching background to really help you stay healthy that you can share with others as well. And I do hope it will give you an ability to look at where you exist and see what is available and where the gaps are, and what's one little thing maybe that you can do to help fill the gaps. As I plotted out this course, I actually designed the assignments as sort of a scaffolding building upon one another. So you're going to start with this great work of wrestling and dialoguing with the theories in the biopsychosocial model of addiction and your understanding of the Imago Dei, that is the created image of God we're created in, and how they work together, which theories work with your understanding. From that, you'll take it to looking into your local context, whether it's from where you work, where you go to school, where you live, whether that's a city, a town, or a village. Say, what is available? What are some key resources there? And you're going to build a little resource guide. You're going to have something tangible for yourself and your colleagues. Then the final piece is creating an actual pitch for an idea of some sort of simple programming that can help fill a gap you noticed, and how you can do that, whatever that looks like in your context. It can be as simple as like a ride share to get people to their treatment resources. It could be something else, whatever you've noticed and whatever you've learned and can apply. So it takes you through that journey, that dialogue of the resourcing and the application of that knowledge base. I think my excitement for teaching this course comes from the fact that it's been a conversation I've been having in church contexts for over 20 years. What are we supposed to do? As we understand there is a spectrum of treatment options from what harm reduction looks like, and harm reduction can be as simple as food bank access, all the way to abstinence. What does this look like in our contexts? What can we do? How do we respond? And how do we make it in a way that actually connects with people and helps to bridge that bridge of connection and belonging, and not just what most will feel of judgment. So it actually helps to renew community in that way. So I'm really hoping through this journey that you'll be joining me on over those 5 weeks in the summertime, that you'll be able to create this dialogue with your peers, with myself, with the materials, and with your own faith journey, and come out with something tangible that you can articulate what this actually means for you and your understanding of addictions and those who are wrestling with it, their support circles of loved ones, and the community they exist in.